Dennis! We haven't seen you in such a long time.
Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Dreaming every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you.
Hello and welcome to this week's Down Under Diaries vlog. Apologies for taking so long to post the next episode. I am already back at home, and as soon as I got back it was just crazy and I had to start with uni classes again, so the editing is a bit rough at the moment, but we will get there slowly but surely. I hope you are still enjoying this series despite the long wait. But anyways, in today's video we were heading to the natural bridge walk, and on our way on our little road trip we first stopped at this dam, or lake would you call it rather, and had a little walk around. It was very warm this day, but the views were really pretty. We also took the little drone out. Dennis, he hasn't been out for quite some time. We haven't seen you in such a long time. Dennis. Dennis. There she goes. Hitting new territories. I said there she goes, hitting new territories. And here's a little view from Dennis. You don't realize how massive this lake is until you actually see it from above, and I mean this was just a very small section of it. But isn't that view just absolutely stunning? I wish I could fly that high and just look at it from above. So after our little adventure at the lake, we carried on driving to our actual destination, and the views along the way were absolutely stunning. It was once again giving that Sound of Music vibes with the really green mountains and hillsides. There were also quite a few waterfalls at this point in time, which you could see from the road that were on the mountains. I tried my best to get them on camera, but I don't know if I did a very good job. But there they are. And then we eventually arrived at the anyways. Down. We are in the natural bridge walk. The natural bridge. Springbrook Park. National Park. I'm sorry. The trees in these rainforests are just out of this world. They just have this crazy different sense to them. I know that sounds like such a tree-hugging thing to say, but it literally feels like you're on some strange alien planet. Some of them are just so large, and it just makes you realize how long they've actually been here and how small we are in the greater scheme of things. So just a little deep thought while we're on our little forest walk. Also, we had no idea where we were heading. We were kind of just bored one of the days, and I saw this on Google Maps, and we didn't even know if we were gonna find it because there were a lot of reviews that said it was closed down for the public. So we were taking a risk coming here, but as you will see shortly, it was definitely worth it. The walk was also very pleasant. It was basically a boardwalk the entire time. There are quite a few stairs that you have to climb, but it's very manageable. Here we were trying to have a little influencer moment by getting a candid shot of us walking through the rainforest, and then I realized we don't know how to be candid in front of, or fakely candid, I guess. So yeah, rest assured, my videos are never me faking a situation because I simply cannot do that. I feel so awkward doing that, just setting up a camera and then walking towards it, so that won't be happening. Anyways, we saw these beautiful waterfalls and little streams along the way. This water looked so refreshing. It was so hot in the rainforest. I just wanted to jump in, but there were many signs telling us not to. And then we eventually got to the natural bridge, and it is just so beautiful. You don't realize how powerful that water is until you stand there and you just feel it. And I mean, it doesn't even look that crazy from that side. But then we headed inside. You can go inside the little cave, and that cave also is a glowworm cave at night, so you can walk there at night and there should be glowworms in the cave. So that could be an interesting experience for next time. But I mean, this place was the definition of serenity. The trail was also nice and quiet on the day we came, so we didn't bump into too many people, which was very nice for the filming aspects of this video.
Seen my twin brother, I keep missing his calls. It's funny just how easily a family can drift apart. I'm finally getting married to an angel.
Then we headed to the top of the natural bridge, and this is the waterfall that leads into that hole. And it's actually really high. You don't realize how high up it is until you are standing there. And then we took a little selfie video. I was directing my dad into how to do it because he's so tall and it's always cut weirdly when we take selfies. Anyways, this water just makes me want to jump in. Then we continued on our walk. It was getting really warm at this point. It was now an uphill walk. The boardwalk takes you to the other side of that little waterfall as well. It's just a little viewing deck that you can speed off onto. And then we were almost at the end of the walk.
Cheers. Cheese.
We had to have a sandwich when we got back to the car because we were hungry at this point, and we always pack sandwiches with us. It's such a life hack when you're traveling because food is expensive and you never know where the road will take you. So a sandwich, a ham and cheese sandwich is always vital, along with Tim Tams if you're down under.
Oh my gosh, it's so small. Oh.
Then it was the long road home and the views were still fantastic. There were also lots of little farm stalls on the way back. So there's like all these little like stops for honey and stuff, and you literally just put your money in there. So one for about $15. Look at that. Look at that. So you basically just drive past these little stalls and they sell honey and a bunch of different fresh products, which is fantastic. This honey was so fruity, like, because obviously all the tropical fruits from the rainforests. So it was from that area. It was really inexpensive and such a bargain and such a fun little experience seeing how things are different, and that you can just put your stuff on the side of the road and sell it. That's so weird. It's such a weird concept to me, because if that were at home, it would have gotten stolen by now. Then on our way back to the Gold Coast, at this point we actually drove just over the New South Wales border, but literally for 5 minutes, and then we were back into the Gold Coast. We quickly stopped at a little beach spot on our way back and got the very necessary slushies from 7-Eleven. These things are a lifesaver in that crazy heat. But that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to get the next one out to you as soon as possible. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to give it a like and a subscribe to stay tuned for more of this kind of content. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye!